All right, so I wanna talk about something, and that is, are you a Trekkie? Do you like the concept of Star Trek? And if you're a Trekkie, you know that in Star Trek they don't have money. They have no such thing as money. And while Star Trek may be called science fiction, the simple truth is the governmental system, the political system, is based on a concept of no money, equally sharing everything, all resources, and seeing that everybody has the opportunity. And while it may be called science fiction, it is in fact very real and can be actually achieved. Not the starships and so on and so forth. That is up for debate still because of technological levels. But the concept of the government behind Star Trek, a world government, a planetary government which goes out, is very real and is very feasible. Why is it feasible? Well, simple. If you're not concerned, and I've made videos about this before, if you're not concerned with, am I going to get enough to eat? Am I going to be warm in the winter and cool in the summer? If I don't have to worry about how I'm going to get my education or what sort of education I want to follow, and you have the freedom, true freedom, without the worries of what you want to do and what you want to learn, it broadens the scope of what you can learn. It doesn't limit you to a small group of superficial things to learn. With a Star Trek-like system of governance, of government, you get more choices. You don't have to worry about where your next meal is coming from. You don't have to worry about spending inordinate sums of resources to police each other or how to produce what's necessary. Because it's an integration of science and technology and the will and the willing labor because of enlightened self-interest. Because you get back more for your labor, thereby contributing to the greater society, and you don't have the haves and have-nots. You get what everybody has access to. This is a concept. This is the government we should all aspire to have. The society, the community we should all aspire to have. And great thinkers, and I consider Chris Hedges a great thinker, and I consider the gentleman and the couple of gentlemen that started Extinction Revolution, and those that started the DIM, which is from the ex-Greek finance minister, Yanis Varoufakis from Greece. There are many great thinkers, including Noam Chomsky. But there is a problem with every single one of them. Something that does not come into it. to them. It doesn't enter the mind. And what is that? Is that money, the concept, the shackles that is called money, that is called economics, shackles. The one that drives capitalism and consumerism and the eco-genocide. The ecocide that is killing us collectively. The one that drives and pushes climate catastrophe. The one that drives and pushes the poisoning of the most important of our resource, which is the planet itself. The lands, the seas, the rivers, the oceans, all of it. The one that drives ignorance by taking away equal education. The one that has us consumed with self-preservation at a singular level. The one that controls how food is produced, narrowing it down so that it only works in a materialistic way for those who owned the food production, the energy production, the technological production, the ones who generate division and anger and ignorance. Nothing, and I keep stating this over and over in my videos, nothing gets produced by money. The concept of money does not do the production. It makes nothing. It takes human hands, it takes human ingenuity, it takes human labor and human willingness to drive it all. Without humans, nothing gets made. Not even money. The real economics is humans and the intellect and the emotional will. Climate catastrophe can be tackled with human economics, meaning that humans are the economy, are the drivers. So, if we want a Star Trek future, we must get rid of the money, the idea of money. We can build anything. We can achieve anything, including a Star Trek future. We can take quantum leaps in the science of creating starships, of populating other planets. We can achieve that, but it takes human economy, a human communal collective economy, where we are not fighting for this resource called money. Without money, there is no stress. Without money, there is no unequal ownership. Without money, we do not have unequal power structure. Without money and a human economy based on ever evolving education, and thereby intellect and understanding, we have wisdom, and with that wisdom, we have evolution, and we progress forward. That is what all of it is missing. And I respect the hell out of Noam Chomsky. I respect the hell out of Chris Hedges. I respect the hell out of all these great thinkers. But their thinking is flawed fundamentally if they must insist that money is the solution to it all. Because money is fundamentally the problem, the core, the root problem. We can make and we can have a Star Trek future. We can make and we can have a solution to tackling the problem that will kill us all of climate disaster and eco-genocide. Because both are based on destruction and self-suicide. Without that, we are not looking for political leaders. We are looking for those who have invested their time, their mental acuity, putting it together with their emotional stability to get wisdom, thereby understanding. Without money, we will stop talking about morality, because morality comes into it. We will stop looking for religious ideology, because the more informed we are, the wiser we are, we move, we progress, we evolve. No. The solution isn't money. The solution is disseminating the will and drive, the intellect and the wisdom, and putting that forward as a collective community to solve the greatest, most dangerous obstacle for our future. We must be collectively bound and understand that the only home we have is the planet. And if we destroy the ecosystem of the planet, the very thing that gives us life, then we in fact destroy ourselves. Stop thinking money. Stop thinking taxes. Stop thinking in economics of the immaterial. Start thinking of the material of community. Start thinking in terms of how community progresses. And that requires knowing what is unequal, unjust, and what it means to be human. We need to define ourselves in a different way. And our definition should be that being caretakers, being responsible for our community, which goes beyond us and to the very greater world, the very planet, is justice, is wisdom, is self-preservation, and it is progress and evolution that will give us more than the sky. If the sky is the limit, then we are not. then we are not trying to be human beings. We must aspire to go beyond the sky. We must go beyond the heavens. We must aspire to perfection in evolution, revolution, and we must stop putting roadblocks to ourselves, because God, must be getting tired. Self-imposed roadblocks will always come to hurt us.